Hi, I'm Richie Zellen, and in this lesson, I'd like to share with you several improvisational concepts that you can apply over a very popular jazz standard, Blue Bossa. I'm going to show you some techniques that are sure to add variety and excitement to your solo. Among them, motif development, rhythm displacement, tempo displacement, the use of polyrhythms, and the art of quoting. Now, regardless of your level, I'm sure there is something new here that you can learn. So, stay with me. Welcome back to the Jazz Guitar channel, and if this is your first time and you want to learn everything you can about jazz guitar, please consider subscribing and be sure to click the notification bell so you won't miss anything. Like I said in the intro, I want to share several concepts that you can apply not only over Blue Bossa but over hundreds of other standards. I want to add that these are ideas that I have learned primarily from pianists and saxophonists and are more prevalent in the post-bop idiom. Now, I am not a big believer in memorizing licks, but in order to teach you these concepts in the context of Blue Bossa, I have written out some ideas on a PDF that you can download from my site. Having said that, what I'm going to do next is improvise over a few choruses of Blue Bossa and loosely apply these different concepts. You will be seeing a quick textual description in the video each time I apply one of these ideas so you can hear it in context and refer back to it later. After the demonstration, I will explain each concept using the examples on the PDF. So here goes. So the first concept I want to talk about is motif development. A classic example of a motif would be what we identify as the main theme from Beethoven's Fifth. Simply put, this is when we take a simple idea, maybe 3 to 5 notes, and vary it in different ways. And this creates some thematic continuity that the listener can follow. And it is a device that we as improvisers can develop in order to tell a story through our solo. Among guitarists, the late Jim Hall as well as Ed Bickert come to mind as two masters of motif development. Okay, enough said. Let me play the first example on the PDF and notice that this is initially a 2-note motif that is developed through the initial 4 measures of the Blue Bossa progression. And the motif I started the solo with consists of 2 notes. And here it's written in example 1. I might have played it differently. I probably played quarter notes. something like that. I'm not sure. I was improvising. But anyways, in example number 1, it's developed throughout the 4 measures. First we have, and then it adds a few notes. Then there's a pickup. And then it changes it around and goes to the E flat minor. Next, I want to talk about the art of quoting, which is simply playing any melody from another tune over the current changes. Now, I have an entire video devoted to this subject, and it is called 10 Standards You Can Quote Over a 2-5-1. And I recommend you watch it if you want more ideas. Now, as far as Blue Bossa goes, I'm sure many of you recognized Bésame Mucho during my demonstration. Another popular quote which I employed happens to be the second example in the PDF, or what some call the Mona Lisa motif. And this is the Mona Lisa motif from a standard Nat King Cole made popular. And of course, I played around with it and turned it around, but I was inspired by it. I used it as a starting point. And in example 2, I have the following written, which is a variation of this motif. And it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, it's over the D flat major 7. The third concept on the PDF is what we call rhythm displacement. Simply put, this consists of starting an idea and repeating it, only that starting it on different beats of the measure each time while altering it to fit the changes. And this is also a form of motif development. And the example on the PDF is over measures 9 and 10 of the Blue Bossa changes. So here we have a garden variety 2-5-1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The fourth concept I'm using is loosely related to the previous rhythm displacement. It consists of taking a motif and developing it over the changes while playing with the time. Let's call it tempo displacement for now. In the fourth example on the PDF, I take a motif which consists of playing a chord tone and then walking back up to it using 3 previous steps, the 3 previous steps in the scale that it pertains to. I do this and I stretch and contract the time, but I always return to the ongoing established one, usually at the conclusion of the measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play around with the time using this motif. I go into triplets and just start expanding the time and then contracting it. The fifth concept is the practice of superimposing a different meter against the established one. This creates what is known as a polyrhythm. Now, in the fifth example of the PDF, I am superimposing 6 quarter notes in the place of 4. This is sometimes known as 6 against 4. And it is accomplished by playing 6 quarter note triplets in a measure of 4/4. And the easiest way to do this is by simply playing the current scale in quarter note triplets. And that is exactly what I am doing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The The sixth and final concept is the element of constant repetition of a static motif over various chords. And this is done to create excitement and build a climax. And I must add that guitarist Pat Martino is a true master at this. The example in the PDF consists of a motif in sextuplets, which repeats over the 2-5-1 corresponding to measures 9 and 10 of Blue Bossa. 1, 2, 3, 4. Before concluding, if you like these concepts and want to learn more about them, let me say that we are barely scratching the surface here. In Volume 2 of my one-year online bebop guitar improv series course, I teach all of these and many more concepts in depth. And I walk you through dozens of exercises to develop them over any set of chord changes throughout the entire fretboard. To find out more about this course, please visit the site that you currently see on the screen. You will also find a link to it in the info section below this video. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and be sure to click on the bell icon so you won't miss anything. Now, I'd love to hear from you in the comments section down below. Also, please let me know if there's any specific subjects you would like me to cover in future videos. Thank you for watching, have fun, and see you in the next one.